All right, guys, I am still riding the hype from last night where we got the tease, not really tease, but data mine for a new Krillin coming to the game. So for today's video, we're going to tackle a few things. A lot of people have been asking, is this character and are these characters, all three of them, technically going to wind up being free, which is possible. There's arguments for why they could be and why they may not be. We're going to talk about that. And then also on that same topic, I'm going to show you guys some of the best characters that have come out in the game recently that are free, and why it's never a bad thing, you know, to get stuff for free, but why it's not an indictment of the characters. They're not going to immediately be bad or trash if they're free, whatever the case is, because the game has a nice track record of good, solid, very viable and relevant free characters that have released over the last number of months. We're going to talk about some of those, and you guys are going to really kind of realize, oh, hey, the quality of units is improved dramatically for these characters. So yeah, we're going to talk about a bunch of things. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't see my initial reaction to Krillin, that is down below, and you guys can check it out. Okay, so we got the 1, 2, and 3 day posters. Shout out to Miguel, his ats here. I always kind of just post his stuff here. Anyways. So yeah, we got the images for these characters. Now let me start off with the immediate as to why these characters, people are saying why these characters are potentially going to be free characters. So the reason to start off with is because the idea that they would be showing us the character arts for upcoming characters, I mean, they could, but people are saying they probably wouldn't do that, which I mean, I can agree with that. You know, for upcoming summonable characters anyway, they probably wouldn't do that. Now, also the idea as to why people are saying that he is going to be a free character, or they're going to be free characters, is because what's the idea with this Goku? Is this Goku a transforming character? Is he a revival character? Obviously, he's not, Ultra Instinct, so he has to be one of those things, right? Or maybe they created something new where he has a gauge in it. I don't know what the idea is, but he's got to be changing the MUI in some capacity to be the same character. And I really don't think they're going to put two summonable Gokus on the same banner. It just seems weird. It seems like it would be wonky. I just don't think that's going to happen. But I guess stranger things have happened in the world. So yeah, like that's another thing too as well. Like what's happening with the Goku. But my idea here is, for one, like I said, I don't really care if they're free or not. But if they're going to be free, why would they even tease TIEN, right? Here's an image of what they did on the left half with the TIEN. It's literally his move and stuff like that from the Tournament of Power. So, okay, that's fine. I believe the right half was last year's tease in the same time slot. So, take from that what you will, because we did wind up getting, those characters there. Although I believe it was a tease for, who was it? Kefla? I don't remember. I don't remember exactly back then. Anyways, if you got those characters, they were both summonable. So, like, the idea that they would even tease a free character to that degree, I don't know if they've ever literally put out a teaser like this for a free character. I know they have for a lot of characters, I just don't know if they've ever done it for a free character off the top of my head. So that to me raises a red flag and probably leans me more towards the fact that they're probably going to be summonable. And then on that last little thing as well, the fact of them being summonable is like, if they're not summonable characters, who is actually even going to be on the banner? And also on the topic of the banner, I've asked this for the last couple of videos, and I really want people to think about this, is the climate of the game. The climate of the game has changed, right? In the first and second anniversary, we had only one LF on these banners that was new, and they were using the old LFs on the banner as well, but just one new LF, and it was that same character, Vegito Blue or Super Vegito, was on both of the banners that we got. The Goku and Vegeta banner from one year, and then second year was Future and GT. Like he was on both banners, right? Third anniversary, we actually saw them split it up. They realized if we put, two LFs, new characters that are LFs, on each banner, people will probably be pulling on both banners to get these characters. I don't know how that worked out for them literally in terms of revenue, but we saw Zamasu and SS4 Gogeta get separate releases as dual headliners on separate banners. Now, Ultras, I believe, existed then, but now Ultras exists in a summonable capacity. Are we going to get a summonable Ultra? For one, if that summonable Ultra is a Part 1 character and not a Part 2 banner, like something like Gogeta kind of came out of Part 2, last time around with the last celebration we had. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but if he's a Part 1, say, for example, is he going to be on both banners, right? Are they going to do dual Ultras? Imagine that. Who even would be the other character? Like, I mean, Z Broly or like Janemba? I don't know what they're doing for the other banner, for the record. But like, is it going to be an Ultra that's on both banners? Is it going to be one LF per banner like last year? and then Ultra on both of those banners as well. Like, what's the idea that they're going to do here? Because we already had what happened last year where it was 1 LF per banner. Now Ultras exist, and a lot of people are expecting this guy to be an Ultra. But, like, what if he's just not? Like, what if he's just an LF? Which is fine. I mean, it's flashier. But, like, what if he's not? So it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the idea is with the banners. And these characters could be free. They can be summonable. There's arguments both ways. Let me know what you guys think. Now, I want to transition to talk about if they are free. Let's talk about some of the characters that came out that are free as well. So in this pretty much this same time slot last year, we got all these Gokus. You may remember they were all saga-based buffers and stuff like that. I mean, some of them are better than others. Like, we have SS3 Goku in here somewhere. There's this SS2 Goku, I believe, came out. There's a red base form Goku somewhere down here. Like, we got these characters, and like I said, some are better than others. On average, they're not particularly great characters. But I liked using a couple of them, and this guy was probably my favorite one. And you could make them work to a degree. Now let's talk about some of the characters we've got of recent, and in no particular order. And this is not a ranking or anything like that, but we got this dude. I believe he came out around the festival time, and he's pretty good as well. Nothing crazy, especially with the way that the game has kind of added a lot of purple characters and stuff like that. But he's got mechanics in his kit like Dragon Ball stealing. He's got, I believe, some supporting effects. He's got a lot built into his kit that makes him viable and usable. But he's a defense character, so you're just mainly looking for him to just kind of stall out the game a little bit. And he's one of the worst characters we're going to look at. We have Yellow Rose here, who you guys probably saw him and his usage. The Vanish Restoration was pretty awesome on him. The combo ability was pretty awesome on him as well. The bleed mechanic was cool too. Again, he's not a character that's going to knock your socks off, at least not today. When he came out, he was obviously more relevant than he is today. But the thing is, like, some of these characters, like this guy, have direct competition with colors. But that's not my argument. My argument is quality of character, not the way they fit into their team. Kid Buu, a solid character as well if you were to try to run him. And same goes, I don't think Frieza's on this list, but the green Frieza that came out like directly after him is solid as well. Now, more recently, we had this dude who is a damage monster. I was actually extremely impressed with the way this guy performed. It sucks that he, Goku, and Trunks, who I believe I have on this list as well, were locked behind 14-star on that full power battle or whatever mode it's called. But nonetheless, the quality of character for a free character is very good on this character and those other characters I mentioned, to the point where they could easily have been summonable 1% characters, and they wouldn't have been bad or underwhelming if that was the case. Speaking of which, another character in that same grouping, in my opinion, is 18. I speak very highly of her because she has some awesome mechanics built in. She has a 40 count neutrality here. Like, not even like the best of the best typically get 40 counts, just passive neutrality like that. It's actually crazy good. When this character evades an enemy's attack, she gets key, draw speed, cut, and damage. So like if she gets a perfect, she's gonna rip you apart. Also, there's a supporting effect here, and it's for androids or girl characters only, but nonetheless, though, android being more relevant now than it was when she came out. Extra damage against Saiyans. She's got 70 and 30 splits, which is solid. She has the ability to draw a green card here. If we talk about her green, it has the extra buffs here, like restoring her vanish, restoring ally health, strike damage for allies and herself. I mean, there's a lower numbers, but nonetheless, she's still offering support to allies. So a good character, and one that you should consider using as well. So like this is the high quality of character, like I said. And this dude here, probably a little underrated, easily one of the better walls that have come out in the game. And the stupid vanish removal he has is actually really OP. Like this guy I think has a really high skill cap. In the right hands, he's extremely good and powerful. And a character that doesn't have as high of a skill cap because he just beats you up no matter what. Most recent free character, this Trunks. This Trunks is a freaking menace, dude. This Trunks is a menace. He does so much damage. My goodness. So he has the full reload. He nulls covers, so you can't do a thing about it. He gets key here. Shortens allies sub count by 2, which is crazy powerful when he enters the battlefield. When the enemy switches while he's out there. So you can't control it, but it's still crazy powerful if you get it to pop off. Shorten zone sub count by 1 every time another battle member is hit with a strike or a blast or a blue card. This is a mechanic that actually has like several Vegeta family characters have it. So it's nice to see that kind of trend stick through, even after like a couple of years they'll come out with these characters having that part of their kit. Also, to top it all off, when he's defeated, he offers health and damage to allies as a defeated buff. So like, this guy has awesome combo ability, just like the Vegeta that came out earlier. And and he is a monster. So when we look at the overall quality of some of these free characters, I really personally wouldn't mind the characters being free because I think they'll all be good. That's not to say that directly they won't have competition, because they will. That's not to say that they won't be in a tight spot, especially at lower stars, because they will. And they're all going to slot into this team. And the real question about those characters is, for one, who else could potentially come out? Maybe we get like a Buff Roshi EX or things like that. But what else is coming out on the banner? And like, do we get like things like a Platinum equip for UI Goku, or Evolution Vegeta doesn't have one. I don't think he needs one in particular, but maybe he gets one for the people that don't have Ultra Goku. Who knows, right? But like, the question is like in terms of colors and the way that the team fills out. So I don't know if they're free. I actually don't think that they will be. I think that's actually going to be the banner. If anything, maybe the Goku himself is free, but the other two I think are summonable. That's also a possibility. Let me know what you guys think. And the real question is, what the hell is the other banner? I really need to know. I actually really can't tell, because I typically follow breadcrumbs, and unless it's a movie's character, the Dragon Ball Super movie coming out kind of screwed up the breadcrumbs. It's like, I don't know where they're going. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video, guys.